Your call is important to us and will be answered by our next available telecoach. Calls may be recorded for training and monitoring purposes. If your call is an emergency, you need to call 999 or attend your local A&E. If your call is a physical health related, please call 111 or see your local GP. You are able to access other services for mental health support. Samaritans can be contacted 24 hours a day on 116 123. Guideline can be contacted.
I think they dialed the wrong number. 01274 221189.
Thank you for calling Bradford District Care NHS Foundation Trust. Your call is important to us and will be answered by our next available administrator. Please note that your call may be recorded for monitoring and training.
Okay.
All of our administrators are busy at the moment. Please hold the line and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Unfortunately, we are still busy. Please continue to hold. Unfortunately, we are still busy. Please continue to hold. All of our administrators are busy at the moment. Please hold the line and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Unfortunately. Good morning, single point of access. Sarah speaking.
Yes, good morning. Can you put me through to Baljet Nota, please?
Can I take the date of birth of the patient?
Yes, 15/9/1960.
Patient's name, please.
Talib Hussain.
And your relation to the patient?
Brother.
Can't get through to Bally. Is there anybody else you'd like
Yes, can you try Fungai Muchechetere?
Bear with me. Right.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello, Mr. Fungai. It's Mr. Hussein here.
Long time, Mr. Hussein.
Well, you're right. It's been a long time. Yes, you know we've been abroad.
I heard that you had gone abroad.
That's correct. Yes.
I only found out recently.
Recently, why is that?
Yeah.
You've been you've been down a couple of times to see us.
Yeah, because I think it was after we had been down a couple of times that we only found out that you had gone abroad. I think after you sent an email or something of that sort. That's when we were alerted that you had gone abroad.
But I'm just disappointed that you came down without making pre-arrangements.
Right. Because if you remember, we were meant to have met. We had arranged an outpatient appointment. And then
No, there was no outpatient appointment arranged, because if it was arranged, I would have cancelled it.
Right.
I mean, this is another thing. This is the other thing, that there was an outpatient appointment arranged in November, I think, with Dr. Sami.
Right. Because the one in, let me just get into the notes. Because I don't remember that appointment being cancelled.
But I don't remember it being made. In order for me to be cancel it, I need to know it's been made.
Right.
And so it's been made subsequently. I think I received a letter, but obviously we were not here in November. But why was that appointment made?
Because we had tried to arrange to come and see him, and you said you'd only see us in outpatient's clinic.
But why did you need to see him?
Pardon?
Why did you need to see him?
Because following our meeting, I had explained to you that we needed to obviously discuss with him about his care needs, and you had said that you're not prepared for us to see him there. You would only come if it was an outpatient appointment, so we had arranged that.
Okay, well, I mean, look, Mr. Muchechetere, this is just getting ridiculous. We've clearly explained to you that my brother needs to be discharged from your services because we don't need your services. All right, and rather than looking to do what you're supposed to be doing, there's something very underhanded going on by, why have you simply not replied to my emails? I've said to you, why was there unannounced visits? You've not responded to the emails. There's something very sinister going on in relation to your involvement, Bali's involvement, and particularly the local authorities' involvement. Now, obviously, I did allude to the fact that I wanted to take my brother wanted to go on holiday. All right, we've been saying that it's in his best interest. Clearly, it has been in his best interest, and in order for it to be facilitated, we would have gone through all this red tape and delays and unnecessary, jumping through hoops and evidence gathering and all sorts of other stuff. All right, which was not in my brother's best interest. And as it presently stands, we've asked you for a couple of things that are in my brother's best interest. We've asked you to him to be discharged. There's no clear indication of where he's going to be living, considering this is my mother's property, and the local authority are looking to kidnap my mother and take her into care. Purportedly looking to her best interest, but this leaves my brother in a situation where we're trying to get the tenancy transferred onto his name, and you've not helped facilitate this. Basically, I've made it quite clear that look, there's a cost associated with his care with him in my care. And you seem to be just like ignoring that and saying, "Oh, we just wanted to have a meeting to discuss with him." We had quite a lengthy discussion with Mr. Sami last time, if you recall. I think several months previously, when I had come down with Talib regarding the power of attorney. Do you remember that you were there?
Yep.
So you were there at the time, and Dr. Sami was saying all sorts of stuff that was untrue. Subsequently, you are aware that my brother's got a registered lasting power of attorney now.
Yeah, well, we've been made aware that.
Yes. So what is the problem now? My brother has capacity. Yes.
Well, I'm not that I can't say he's got capacity. He doesn't have capacity because I haven't assessed him ever.
No, but he's been in your care since or last year. I think it's just basically he doesn't have capacity when it serves you, the local authority, or the care trust benefit. So his mental capacity is only related to what's in your best interest. So if it serves your agenda, he doesn't have mental capacity. All right, and when it does serve your agenda, he has mental capacity, and mental capacity doesn't work that way. There's a two aspect. The mental capacity sorry, go on.
I'm not with regards to that. I don't think I'm the right person to be obviously discussing these issues.
Oh yeah, I understand. I'm sorry. I don't mean to go off on a tangent here, but the reality is that my brother now has a lasting power of attorney, just like my mother previously had a lasting power of attorney in my favor. It's clearly in Talib's best interest for somebody to represent him, considering his disabilities. All right, I represent him, and that doesn't seem to sit well with your seniors. That's the reality, isn't it? Why has Vicina Brown to date not got in contact with me? Why has
I can't answer those questions.
I know you can't answer those questions, so why am I even having a discussion with you? Why are you even involved in this case when clearly those people that are the decision makers are hiding behind you as a pawn in this little game and asking you to follow their instructions, because you didn't come down because of my instructions, and you would have come down because Vicina Brown would have instructed you to go down and see if Talib is at home.
It didn't, because obviously he didn't turn up for the outpatient appointment. So,
do you do that normally when people don't turn up for outpatient appointments to go and visit them?
Yeah.
No, that's just ridiculous. People.
Them, and then we turn up.
Yeah, I understand you're taking this half, the strong-handed approach in our particular circumstances. We've missed appointments in the past. All right, there've been many appointments missed in the past, and nobody's come out for several months. There's something clearly underhanded going on, and we've clearly expressed to yourselves that, look, yes, of course, Dr. Sami is taking instructions from Vicina Brown, and Vicina Brown is taking instructions from Nadia Khan, and Nadia Khan is taking instructions from Lynn Saudi, and Lynn Saudi is taking instructions from Bev Mabry, the same Bev Mabry that's trying to kidnap my mother. Yeah, and so, the reality is today, of course, then you're using the police to come down saying, oh, we're doing a safety check or a health check, or, whatever checks you're doing with the police coming down and breaking our door in and stuff. The reality is, as it stands today, my brother's not having access to any of his money. There's been this shenanigans with Adalat, all right? Oh, he's got the legal power now. Well, I've got the legal power now. And so what are you going to try to do? Try to get that overturned?
No.
Yeah, well, of course you're going to try. That's exactly what happened with my mother's case. I had my mother's legal power of attorney, which she signed having capacity. Without any evidence, you've just, the local authority have got involved and said, oh, we need to have that overturned.
If you've got legal power of attorney, then it's a matter for the courts. I've got nothing to do with that.
But the reality, I understand this, but you are part, I'm not asking, you don't work independently, do you? You're not a private contractor. You're not a private contractor. You work for an organization.
Yes.
That organization is Bradford District Care Trust, yes?
Yeah.
And your Bradford District Care Trust is in collaboration with Bradford City Council. Bradford City Council can't overturn a power of attorney as well. So what they're doing is they're going to the Office of the Public Guardian, asking them to assist Bradford Council to get my mother's power of attorney overturned. All right, and without any evidence, without any independent hearing or anything, my mother's power of attorney got suspended, and all the shenanigans happened with my mum. Now, is this going to happen a repeated time? My brother clearly has capacity. Today he has capacity. He has had always mental capacity. All right, as a healthcare professional, you would have read the mental capacity guidelines. I've read those guidelines. It's a 2-stage process. Is there a disturbance of the mind? In my brother's case, yes, there is. And is that disturbance significant enough to stop them making decisions? And the answer is no. So therefore, he has mental capacity. It's quite as simple as that. We've had this discussion in the past with, Mr. Sami and yourself saying, oh, no, it's complicated, it's decision specific, blah, blah, blah. All right. And clearly it's not, because I'm now presenting you with a legal document. That legal document is registered with... Yeah.
That's fine. just because are we able to arrange to see him?
Why do you need to see him? That's the question.
Just to assess him. Because
Why do you need to assess him? He doesn't need assessing.
one of the things that obviously when you went away, we rang the GP just with regards to his meds, and obviously I don't know whether the GP informed us that in terms of repeat prescriptions, I don't know whether you managed to collect some.
Look, I mean, that is, I'm sorry. So we've asked you to discharge Talib back to the GP. Yes?
Yeah.
You've not done that. And now you're utilizing that. Why has he not been discharged back to the GP?
Taking his medication.
Yeah, of course. With regards to his medication, he's stable. Yes? If he's not taking his medication, all right, if he's not taking his medication, do you not think that has an adverse effect on me as his carer? Do you think it's not in my best interest to ensure that my brother's mental health is stable?
No, I'm not saying.
Okay. Does my brother has a
taking it, because when we rang the GP, they said that the prescription hadn't been collected.
Well, if it's not been collected, we've been abroad.
Pardon?
We've been abroad. We've told you we've been abroad. If it's not been collected, that's not my problem, is it?
So how has he been taking medication if he hasn't?
No. We have medication. We took medication. We can buy medication from there. We bought private medication, but you know this aspect about his medication. All right, my brother has a right to refuse medication, does he not?
No, he has.
Is there a court order stating the fact that if he doesn't take medication, you're going to take action?
No.
Okay, so that's his choice. I'm explaining to you. Let's move away from him taking medication or not taking medication. He's mentally stable.
If I'm asking, and obviously if that's why I'm saying, and we needed to see him to just.
Why do you need to see him? What happens if he refuses?
That's fine.
All right. If he refuses, are you going to take further action?
But I would need to speak with him to confirm that.
But you've spoken to him in the past. How many times has he told you in the past?
That's not now.
Pardon?
That's not now, is it?
Well, how many times does he have to do it every single time?
In the past, when we've spoken with him, he's disagreed with what you've suggested.
No, he has never disagreed with my suggestions.
He has on some occasions.
Yes, which occasions?
When we were asking for whether we could speak with Adalat.
Yes, and the reason that he disagreed with my decision is because he has mental capacity.
He has.
Yes, he has mental capacity. It's not something I agreed with. It's something that he has a decision for, and therefore that's fair enough. That is a decision that he disagrees. But ultimately, he says he doesn't. He's made it quite clear. He's made it quite clear he doesn't want to talk to you. Has he not sworn to you in the past?
Speak with him.
Have you not sworn to him in the past? I'm sorry. Has he not sworn to you in the past?
Is it?
Pardon?
It's in the past, not today.
Yeah. But in the past. So why did you bring the Adalat thing up then? That's in the past.
No, I'm just explaining a point that in the past.
No, look. You know the way. Okay.
Actually, agreed that he wants to do what he wants to do.
Yes.
So I just need confirmation from him that.
All right. He can do it over the telephone.
Pardon?
He can do it over the telephone.
If you're saying over the telephone, that's fine.
Yes. Okay. All right. Fair enough. He's not up right now. Pardon?
Right, I'll ring later then.
Yeah, please can you ring later on my phone, and you can speak to him on the telephone. Clearly, Mr. Muchechetere, he's made it quite clear, and through the signing of his power of attorney, and even previously while he was in your jurisdiction, that he wants nothing further to do with you. Why? You're not providing him with any benefit, are you?
Fine, I've heard that point. I'll ring later.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. But you're presently not providing him with any benefit, are you?
No.
All right. And he has rights and entitlements in law, doesn't he?
No.
He doesn't? He's not out on a Section 117 aftercare?
No, he's on a 117.
Yes.
So you can't have it both ways, where you're saying he's entitled to 117, yet you don't want us to be involved.
No, it's not the kind. You've got a sinister agenda. I've asked you to be open and transparent, and you've not been. Because if he's on a Section 117, then why am I not allowed to speak to Nadia Khan and Vicina Brown? No, not look. Tell me why. Because obviously, clearly, it's not your duty of care. It's their duty of care. Section 117 is not it's the local authority's responsibility. Why am I not able to speak to them?
To them.
Pardon?
You need to direct those questions.
Well, how do you think I haven't? I've directed those questions. You see, you can't have it both ways. Ultimately, what they want to do is they want to keep me. They want to keep themselves at arm's length put you forward to gather information that serves their benefit, in order to persecute me and cause me disadvantage, and using my brother Talib as a vehicle to achieve that. That's ultimately why it is, because you're meant to be servants, you're meant to be providing services. You're not able to do so. You're not clearly, not you personally, but clearly your organization is clearly incompetent, and this all got to do with saving money. At the end of the day, you think by exploiting my labor that you're going to be able to save money. That's all it is. Because
what time can I call you back?
you can call us back in the afternoon.
Okay then, we'll do. All right then, cheers.